Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Mark's Tarot. Well, that's cool. All right. So fucking irritating. Cool. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? So freaking annoying. Oh, hey. How you doing? Hey, Marcia, how are you? Hey, Shakima, what's up? Hey, LA Chayo, how are you today? Okay, no problem. We have another major storm over here. Oh, no. Be safe. Yeah, I was micing over. I was watching, I was looking at something. I was like, I even forgot I was online. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hope everybody's doing good. Doesn't even feel like a Friday. Feels weird today. Okay, MH, no problem. You can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready, sweetheart. Be safe, Marcia, with the storm. You know, snowstorms and stuff. It's gonna be kind of. It's cool here. It's not nothing serious. We had a lot of wind yesterday, but today is nice and calm. But we have yeah, I'm doing good. All is good. I work today. I'm off on weekend. It's great. Oh, right. Yeah. Happy birthday if I don't see you. But hopefully I do see you on Sunday. Yeah. Well, as long as you got everything you need and you're safe, then that's all that matters. We can't control the weather controls us. But it's kind of like, God saying, everybody take a break. Mother Nature's here. Let's make it happen. It rained here in the morning. All right. Let's see. I'll be sure to give you a birthday message and a birthday gift on your birthday on Sunday. Just remind me. All right. LHG said, is my mom. All right, let's check. Sometimes my mom gives me certain advice when they talk excitedly about something in my life. All right, well, I'll tell you something. My parents aren't really the excited that I'm doing something type either. It doesn't mean they're jealous. It's just like the way they are. Some people are just like, not enthusiastic or not, you know, some people are different. Some people are like, a mother and a father can make you as a child, but you're gonna grow up to be your own person. And I learned that um, a long time ago. That sometimes I'm like, how the heck did my mom and dad make me if I'm this type of person and they're this type of person? Then you have that saying, the apple don't fall far from the tree, but really it does. It doesn't. It falls far, and then sometimes it rolls really far, and then you know, and nothing like your parents. It just happens. But let's check. Sometimes I think my dad's jealous of me, but it's not so much jealous. It's just like, they're not the type of people to be like, yay, great job. Mhm. Hey Quintella, how you doing? Um, so LH, what I get here is I would say that, you know, I don't see really jealousy. I just see like um, she just thinks that you're getting into in yourself, you're getting yourself into, trouble, or she just thinks that you're not doing the right things in her eyes. Um, especially in like love and things like that. Like say if you were going, say if you're getting a divorce or something, or you're like or you're getting over a love relationship and you're moving on and you're feeling good about it, and she's probably like, well, I hope you're going to make better choices next time, LH. Things like that. I just think that she thinks that you're not doing. Yeah, I think that it's not jealousy. It's just that she doesn't agree with what you're doing with your life, is what I would say. Like she doesn't agree with your changes, your past relationships, the things that you're doing in your life. Like if you've had setbacks or if you've been sick or something like that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what it boils down to, LH. It's like I don't really get a jealousy thing here. And the cards are not telling me that, but it's telling me that she might not approve of the way you live your life. And no parent is really gonna be like totally okay with whatever you do. At the end of the day, there are parents, they want what's best for us deep down inside, but when we make mistakes, they're the first ones to criticize us. Um, but I just think that they want you to overcome the things in your life, but to them, they think that you should, end things and begin something else, do something. You might not be doing the things that they want you to do. Ah, okay. Well, that's where the love stuff comes in then. So, but you know what? A lot of parents are not going to like the people that we're with. And see, you're a woman, so it's a lot different. See, men have men are like assholes, cheaters, bad people in everybody's eyes, right? Men are always the worst ones. Men are always the bad guys. Women are the saints, right? 'Cause you're the one who had the kids. You're the one who does this. You're the one who does that. So when your parents see you with a guy, they know that you can do better and not be with that guy, and then they're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you choosing this moron for? So I would say they're more worried about, your love interest, or if you're gonna get like married. And if you haven't been married, they're wondering if you are gonna get married. And if you do, they hope you make the right choice. I think it's just the choices that they're not that your mom's not agreeing on in your life. She probably wishes that you were a certain way, or maybe like her, or or better than. I don't see jealousy. I really don't. It's just a matter of her not resonating with your choices. That's all. I mean, I sometimes think the same thing, to be honest. I'll be very honest with you. I think my dad is hating on me because like I know how to do a lot of things and he doesn't. So it's like, but I don't know. I don't get jealousy. Like I don't see that. Like my dad, he's nothing like me and I'm nothing like him. We look alike. That's about it. Because I'm his son, obviously. But my dad is a pain in the ass. He's like, he just wants to do like, he's always been a guy who has a job just to make money, but he doesn't want to take leadership roles and things like that, where I do, where I have my own business and he didn't. But he criticizes me all the time. He always says, "Oh, you're not working today?" I'm like, "No." "Oh, see, that's why you should be working for somebody, because then you have work." And I'm like, "Okay, Dad, whatever you say." I said, "Have I asked you for money?" "No." "What is that supposed to mean?" I said, "Well, if I was broke, then I'd probably ask you for money, but I'm not." "Who's paying for shit for you now, Dad?" "I guess it's because I have my own business, right?" "Okay, buddy. Whatever you say, Dad." So some people would say, "Well, maybe your dad's jealous." I'm like, my dad's not jealous of me. My dad's not a jealous person. It's just he doesn't like my choices. And then when I do work every day, all day, he's like, "Oh, okay. So you don't have no time for me to do this for me then." So you never win. With parents, you're never going to win. They're always going to be a pain in the ass. And as they get older, they're going to be more and more and more and more and more of a pain in the ass. Yeah, LH, I don't think you should be worried about her being jealous. I just think that parents are just going to be parents. I'm not a parent. I wish I was, but I'm not. But sometimes I probably, you know, wish that my parents would actually wake up and leave me alone and stop, criticizing me or whatever. But they're going to be the way they are. Well, the thing is you're never going to be married to the right guy, even if he was the right guy for them. It's never going to be good enough, because let me tell you something. You can get married in the next year and they see you totally happy and you're getting treated perfect. And they're going to tell you, "Okay, we see how happy you are. We're happy for you. We're glad you're married. Okay, oh, you're pregnant. You're going to have a child. Okay, cool, whatever. All that stuff." But they're always going to try and tell you what to do, you know? Exactly, definitely. Because I'll tell you one thing, I'll tell you a story before I move on to the next person. When I'm 46 and when I was 30 years old, I said, "Fuck this. I want to work for myself now. I have everything I need. I have everything I want. I need to go on my own. Like I know I can do it on my own. And I went home when I went to my parent. I was living in an apartment. I went to my parents' house and I said, "Hey, look, just to let you know, I'm gonna go on my own." And the first thing my dad said, he goes, you're never gonna make it. Are you crazy? You didn't go to college. You don't have, you're a high school dropout. Like you don't have college. You don't know all everything you think you know. You've been working, with this person or whatever, but you know what it means to go on your own. And it's a recession. It's 2000 and it was the end of 2007, and we were in a recession. And he's like, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. And I'm like, okay, Dad, thanks. I just wanted to let you know I'm going on my own. And my mom looks at me and says, well, if you go on your own, you're not going to get a steady paycheck every week. And I was like, apparently you guys have been on your own before. You guys had a business, so you know all about business now. And I was like, anyway, I should have never came here and told you guys anything. Goodbye. And if I listened to them, I would not be sitting here right now. And I've been on my own. I've had my own electrical maintenance business. I do property management, electrical. I do all sorts of construction. I run jobs. I do everything. I've been on my own for 16 years. In September will be 16 years. And they don't know that I do this psychic stuff because they definitely say I'm crazy. They probably admit me to some fucking psych ward or something. I would never tell them that I do this shit because they just don't understand. That generation has a different mentality than our generation. And rightfully so, because they were brought up in a different world than us. We're brought up in the craziest world ever in history. The world's getting crazy and crazier every day. I love my parents. I support my parents. I pay for some of my parents' bills. I work for free at my parents' house. I do everything for them, but it's never going to be good enough. Even if I showed them my bank account and said, hey, Mom, look, I got $10 million here. It won't be good enough. Oh, save your money. You might live to see 100. You might need all that $10 million. So now that I know that I can't ever please them 100%, then I just leave it alone. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, the best thing is not to say anything and just live your life. I love my parents more than probably anybody loves theirs. But I'm not going to listen to their advice because their advice is not the right advice. Their advice is go work for somebody. Where me, I work for myself. I'm by myself. Yeah, of course, they mean. I know my parents love me, and I know they're happy that I'm successful because I helped them. Shakima, you're next, sweetheart. You can go ahead and ask your questions. And Marcia, thanks for your donation. I'll get to you after Shakima. But yeah, LH, I know, sweetheart. I know how it goes. Parents are a pain in the ass, but just be thankful you have them alive because there's a lot of people that don't have their parents anymore. And I'm sure they wish they did have them unless they were toxic. Well, see, that's another thing. That's why I would never tell my parents that I do this stuff. They would have to find out from somebody and they probably wouldn't believe it. They were like, not my son, you got the wrong guy. And I would never tell them that I have a channel on YouTube and I come on here and I do this. But this is like my 4th year on here. So, yeah, I mean, it's very difficult dealing with my dad and my mom because they're very negative. See, they're not motivators. They're like downers, They're like, oh no, don't do that. The world's gonna end. But I've humbled them a lot over the past few years. I've shown them that, you really don't know your son like you think you know. See, they go to church every Sunday. I don't, but they go to church every Sunday. And a couple that I did work for went to church, and I never even remember like they went to the same church. And they saw my parents outside church one day. This is a couple months ago. And they said, "Oh, your son is Mark." I'm like, "Yeah, that's my son." Oh, he did a wonderful job at my house, and he did a wonderful job at my friend's house. Oh, he's such a wonderful man. He did a great job. He could have gave us a great price. Everything works, and you should be proud of your son. And my mom said that my dad was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice." And my mom was like, "Oh, yes, I'm proud of my son. He's so nice. He does this. He does this for us. He does that for us." But my dad, he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's not gonna sit there and like put me on a pedestal. But my mom would. See, my dad, he's one of those like, I'm just gonna shut up and not say anything. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care, whatever. But if I was like a lawyer or a doctor, he'd be talking about me 24/7. Like, cause my oldest sister, she's a teacher, and she's been a school teacher for like 25 years. So he'll talk about his daughter. He say, "Oh yeah, my daughter's a school teacher. She's got a master's degree, a bachelor's degree. Oh my son Mark, yeah, yeah, he's got his own business. Oh, that's it? Yeah, he's got his own business. Cool. Yeah, he does all the work around my house. Okay, cool, bye." All right, Shakima, you said a love reading and a general messages as I prepare for my leave from work. All right, cool. Let's check, Shakima. Oh yeah, definitely. My parents are Portuguese and they're a pain in the ass. Yeah, LH, just love your mom and keep your mouth shut. I do the same thing. All right, Shakima. Oh well. All right, Shakima. I got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Six of Swords reversed. There's some stuff going on here. All right. As far as love, looks like you got looks like you got to start loving yourself as much as you can. Obviously, I feel like once you understand that love will be given to you when it's the time, then you'll feel more happy and more fulfilled and more happy about yourself and what your outcome is. I would say doll yourself up, take the pleasure, make yourself look good. If you need to make yourself feel full of self-esteem, do that and make yourself feel better. All right, LH, no problem, sweetheart. Anytime. You too. Have a great weekend. Try to bring more goodness to yourself, like more self-awareness, more self everything. Okay, thanks, Quintella. So Shakima, I'm getting there could be somebody new coming into your life as far as love. But this person is not gonna like offer their self to you quite just yet. But it could be somebody that you meet that you never met before, someone new coming in. Could be the start of something very meaningful. I feel like this person is not willing to like get themselves in a relationship right away. They could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sag, fire sign. I'm getting here, like kind of strongly. But the person's like, been through some bad tidings, some bad stuff. So they're like trying to like work their way up to trying to love again or trying to open up for love. And this person's like probably your age or maybe a tad bit younger. This person's like not willing to make decisions on like dating and getting into something right away. But I feel like you'll meet them, right? Yeah, tell me about it. So this is I feel like this is someone new, and they're going through like some unwanted like phases in their life where they're not really getting any type of dating or any type of stuff like that. They're not really, they're confessing to themselves that in order for me to find love or get love, I have to open back up again. I've been through a lot of shit, so and then we're all been through shit eventually, but I just feel like this person is ready to start something new, but they're probably gonna tell you that, hey, look, I've been through a lot of shit. I'm not really wanting to start. I want to start new. I want to like get to know you, but don't think that like I'm gonna be like with you every single day or something like that. Let's get to know each other. I like you, whatever, blah blah blah. But the person's not gonna like completely dive into dating you right away. They're gonna tell you about their life and how shitty it was on the love front, and you can share your stories and gossip about your exes and things like that. And I honestly feel like it might happen this month. Like you might meet somebody this month, and this person could be like a different nationality or a different like a different race or whatever. They might like have a different background than you. Um, like they might not be American. They might be like an expat person like that works in your area or works at around in your state, and they just happen to meet you and they're like, hey, blah blah blah, and they just get to know you. But it's a definitely a new beginning and a new adventure. Something meaningful eventually it will be. But the cards are telling me like to definitely get like yourself back to where you need to be, and I think this leave from work will get you there like 100%. Like so this the cards are also saying to definitely, like I said from the beginning, is to doll yourself up, get your pedicures, your manicures, make yourself look beautiful so you can feel more confident and have more self confidence in yourself. All right. Hey, Lacey. What's up, sweetheart? I'm doing well. I'm doing even better because you're here now. Yeah, so it's telling you work on yourself, and I feel like you're gonna get like somebody coming in, this month or by the end of the month, you'll get somebody to come around. Like somebody will be around you, somebody new. But feeling good and looking good is the key. So that way you attract that person. These guys be liking, women that are dolled up and looking good, All right. I have sex experience. Okay, general messages as I prepare to leave for my leave from work. All right, cool. Yeah, exactly. So now that you're taking the leave, you can do all those things. You'll have the time to get dolled up. You have the time to go get your manicure, your pedicure, the spa day, like you women call it. Yeah, exactly. So that way when you go out, out there, then you might attract someone, and then that person's gonna be like, hey, looking good there, baby. What's your name? Shakima. Oh, that's a nice name. All right, let me concentrate here. All right. All right. See? It's kind of a little bit of the same thing that I'm getting here in general for like where I gotta be, It makes you, and you like it. You like it. Yeah, well, some of us do that, but some of us, sometimes we need to like, get out there and, let ourselves loose and see what we can attract, Yes, I got it, Quintella. Yeah, Quintella. I got it. I got it here. I got your name here. It's no problem. It went through. Okay. I just have one person ahead of you. I got Marcia next. I'm on Shakima now. Then I got Marcia, then you, and then Lacey. All right, sweetheart. I got you. All's good. All right, so Shakima, what I got here is when you go on this leave from work, it's gonna feel like a transition. It's gonna feel like you're transforming yourself and you're clearing away any type of negative energy, making way for new ideas, new energy, um, and just try to make sure that you don't overdo it and get like sick or feel sick or like feel like you're not getting anywhere. Like keep your head up, keep your momentum going, and that's why it's showing up again here, that it's showing up again saying that to make, like, I got the world card here, and the world card for me is like a woman that's in the middle of the card and she's looking good, like, she's admired by people. She works hard. She wants her rewards. She wants to make this transition and this alteration to her life so she can get better. But like, try not to overspend or overdo it at the same time. Yes, do what you have to do for yourself, but save your, say, if you're fearing the worst with your finances and work and things like that, by taking this leave, you obviously, you're not going to be making money, but you're also going to be spending it as well, because you're doing what you have to do on what for yourself. But try not to fear any your finances, and try not to fear like um losing money or any type of thing like that, because it's just going to manipulate your mind to going back into a depressed state, or where you're like, fuck me, I did take off time, but like, I want to save my money, but I really want to buy this, I really need to do this, so I got to get my shit together. Try not to like manipulate your mind to always think about money or work or love or anything. Like, you got to manipulate your mind to stay positive, stay upbeat, and to like really make it really focus on your looks, your health, yourself. Like, be self-reliant, be self-aware, that self-love. Like, put your during this time, work really on yourself, like your personal stuff, like yourself, your physical presence. Like, and then if you do that, you're gonna get more admiration, you're gonna get more success. It's gonna make you feel better about yourself. Um, During this time, like, people might, you might have someone who misrepresents themselves, and you're like, I gotta stay away from this person. And I'm also getting here in general, like, during this time, don't let nobody take away your quiet time. Like, don't let nobody like get in the way of your success. Don't let nobody like make you feel like you're doing something wrong. As soon as you hear a negative, um anything negative from anyone, just close it down. Like, try to really use your mind to get over anything negative and just stay on the positive side of things. Because if you do so, it'll be the change that you need. You're gonna get the recognition, you're gonna get everything that you really want, you're gonna get the rewards, but use this time very wisely. And I know you will, but use it wisely and don't spend too much money and don't overspend. Like, try to budget yourself over this next like month, and just make sure that you have everything you need and not everything you want, right? But I do see you're going to be talked about, where you're going to be attracting people to you. People are going to be like, especially if you're going to do like some psychic stuff over this next couple days or weeks or whatever. If you're working on the psychic part of your life, that can also be very significant. But try not to overdo it or like eat something nasty, because you might get sick. Or like, if that's not the case, you might deal with somebody that's sick. Like, somebody that's close to you might get sick, and you be like, oh fuck, I better go see them, or I better like make sure they're okay. So if it isn't you, then it could be somebody else. But try to get a lot of rest and try to like take care of yourself over these next, over this next 30-day period, even beyond your leave of work. But I do see you will be using it for the right reasons, and you will be doing what you have to do. Your me time, be greedy, straight up, be greedy. Do everything you need to do for yourself, but also do it at a pace where you know you're not going to overdo it and get stressed out. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, focusing on your business, but focus on it to a certain extent. Don't like this. The cards are saying like don't overdo it. Like pace yourself. Don't try and do it all in one day. Don't get too excited and like say, oh, gotta stay up till like 1 o'clock and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. Like just know that every day that goes by, you'll get something done and everything will start to work out. But don't be surprised if you get a lot of attention this month from outside people, or like any type of wherever you go, like eyes are gonna be on you. Like, right. And that's exactly what it's saying. It's saying to be greedy and focus a lot on yourself and put all the focus on you, but make sure that you don't overdo it. Like, oh, because you got this time off doesn't mean you have to do everything in a week. You got all this time coming up. Pace yourself so you don't get sick and you don't like overdo it mentally. Well, that's good. If you was able to negotiate the pay leave, then you're good to go. But because you negotiated the pay leave and you're getting it, right? Just make sure you use it wisely. Yeah, I agree, Shakima. And you're doing the right thing. The cards are very positive. It's just saying don't go back into that rut. Like don't go back into that mentality of thinking that you're not going to do anything right or things are not going to go right. Like keep being like totally positive and love yourself extra and be greedy when it comes to yourself. Don't put anybody else first in the next couple days, Keep working on you for sure. All right, sweetheart. I'm around if you need me. You're welcome, sweetie. No problem. I encourage everybody to do that. I've been doing it too. Like I've been staying out of trouble, staying focused on myself. Sometimes I want to do things and turn back to my old ways, and I'm like, no, Mark, don't do it, man. Yeah, the best thing is not to do it because then you're just gonna put yourself backwards again. Let me tell you something. No answer is an answer. So if you're not getting no answer from him, then the answer is no answer. When people are good and ready, they'll make the connection. You just stay ready. That's all. It's like a basketball player that's on the bench that don't get no minutes. He has to train and stay ready. So when he comes on, he's gonna show everybody, look, I'm bench, but I'm the guy. I don't know if that was a good example, but it's just in my mind. All right, Marcia. Thanks everybody for being patient. All right, so Marcia, you said, so Janine left early today because of snowstorm. She's being extra nice to me. And then Arthur came in. I broke down and served him, and he was trying to make me laugh. And talking up a storm, I'm not good with that energy. Let my guard down a bit with him, with them both. Well, Marcia, my whole thing about that is sometimes, see, I'm different. Once I don't like you, or once I'm not around, once I can't stand you, I'm never speaking to you ever again. And even if you speak to me, I'm gonna ignore you anyway and act like you're like a paper on the ground. But some people can't do that. And if you, spoke to him and all that stuff, that's up to you. That's on you. Just remember you're letting back in the devil. Yeah, no response is a response. Is a response. Yeah. I say no answer is an answer. If you're not getting any answer, then it means no. Well, you can't use your birthday as an excuse to talk to somebody who's disrespected you the way he has. But hey, that's you do whatever you want. And don't phase me. Me, I'm in another world. I people always say to me, "Oh, Mark, you're fucked up, man. I know the person done you wrong, but you should at least speak." Speak? Are you crazy? I'm not speaking to nobody that disrespected me. You're out of your mind. I'll beat their ass. I ain't speaking to them no more. Hell no. I ain't speaking to you. I ain't giving my energy to you. Hell no. I'm gonna treat you like a piece of shit that you are. Hell no. Trust me, I've cut off a lot of people in my life, and it's been the best thing I ever did. Just talking to people who are toxic is not a good thing. Because then they win. They got you to talk. Oh yeah. Us Aquarians, we don't go backwards. The only time I tell people, the only time I look back is in my rear view mirror to park my car. That's the only time I look back. I don't look back no other way. Hell no. Good riddance and goodbye. All right. Arthur enjoyed the fact that you spoke to him. He knows that you did it because of work and you were respecting him because of your workplace. But he's still, he's still petty. He still has his emotions running wild. He's still immature. He's still, a dickhead, and he's still like a person who's not making any decision. He feels like he's not, he after he spoke to you, he said, I shouldn't have been the way I was towards her. I shouldn't have been an asshole. I shouldn't have been immature. I shouldn't have been, this type of character, this type of person. So I think he's feeling a bit guilty after speaking to you and looking at himself and saying, you know what? I shouldn't have treated her the way I did. At the end of the day, she spoke to me because she was at work, and I enjoyed our conversation. I enjoyed the fact that, you know, that she actually spoke to me. He's actually happy that you spoke to him and actually, spoke and did it, because of work and things like that. And he knows you're very good at what you do at work. So, he was okay. But he's still the same person. He's still insecure. He's still, the way he is. He's never gonna change. I get like bad cards on his character and who he is. As far as the conversation he had with you, he was actually happy that you spoke to him, and he enjoyed the conversation, and he liked the way you handled it. He liked the way you spoke to him, and you didn't, tell him go f himself or whatever. So he's happy that you spoke to him, and he's happy that things were okay and you didn't make off at him or whatever. Yeah, he's happy you didn't take it personal. So that's what I got, but he's still the same person. He's still, I still got like the Emperor reversed here, and on the bottom I got the Magician reversed. So those cards reversed is still a man that's up to no good. It's a man that's very tricky, a man that's very sneaky, and he'll just do whatever he has to do to get what he wants. Hey Nina, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? Yeah, and you know what? That's okay. There's certain people, like I said many times on here, you know, I've made peace with my ex because she was so like persistent in still wanting to communicate and wanting to be happy. And that's okay. And I was like, you know what? It doesn't make sense. Keep on blocking her and keep on treating her the way I do. I'm just gonna keep the peace and just keep her at a distance. Speak to her when I have to. When she speaks, I'll speak back just to keep the peace and just to keep this psychopath from like, aggravating me further. And that's it. And it worked. Now she leaves me alone. Now she doesn't even speak to me anymore. And I was like, good. It's better than cutting her off. Oh, Nina, it's your birthday? Cool. I know a lot of people's birthday that was today. Yay, happy birthday, Nina. So yeah, Marcia, I would say that, the way Arthur feels is, he's happy that you spoke and he's happy that you kept the peace and he's happy that you made it, you're a professional at work and doing the things you do, and then that's pretty much, the way it is. You still ain't catching me. You still can't. You still ain't. Have 2 more years to catch me. You know. But that's a good number. But you know what? You don't have to carry that stuff. See, that's where I feel a lot of people are wrong. Because I don't carry things. I let it go. See, I don't really give a shit. I don't These people don't live in my head rent free. And I know everybody's different. Everyone's different. A lot of people, carry these grudges and hold these grudges against people, and they feel like, they feel like they have to make peace. You don't have to make peace with anybody. It's not a law. You've got to make peace with yourself. Like one of my cards say, forgive yourself for dealing with them. And that's all you really have to do is forgive yourself for dealing with that person. You don't have to forgive them. They don't deserve your forgiveness or your energy. You just got to forgive yourself. You see, you got to look at yourself and say, hey, look, I fucked up. I allowed this person to treat me like shit. I knew it was a red flag. I knew I was wrong, and I still deal with them. I'm just gonna like act like they're just a painting on the wall. Fuck them. They don't deserve your forgiveness. They don't deserve your energy. And that's just my opinion. That's how I live my life. Everybody lives their life different. I don't judge people on who they speak to. I really could give a shit. But me personally, I don't forgive nobody. It's not happening. Because when I do, it backfires. They come back for more and push the knife in further. And I don't want that. Oh, yeah, exactly. Right. Let's see. Quintella. I think I'm saying your name right. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't like to say people's names wrong. But Quintella, I think that's how you say it. You said a general reading and a love reading. All right, cool. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. And I will give you a general reading and a love reading. Quintella. You're welcome, Marcia. No problem, sweetie. Okay, cool. It's right. Cool. Because when I say things wrong, I go on Google and I press the speaker to see how they say it. But I can't do it with your name because it's probably not on Google. But if you say I say it right, that's cool. All right, general reading for this month, March. All right. Quintella, in the next 30 days, there might be some difficulties for you as far as mentally dealing with things. You could be dealing with a lot of sleepless nights, unhappiness, disappointments. Things from the past might come back into play in the future in the next couple days. This month looks like a month that Hey kids, how you doing? This month looks like a month that it's gonna start off okay. It's gonna be some opportunities, some events, some things. But if you make any plans, the plans you make might fail. It might not go the way you want it to go. Um, Things that um, you want will shortly arrive. It'll happen, but it might not be the way you want it to happen. If you are like separated or in a relationship where you're separated, this could be causing you grief or delays, or you could be like really thinking about removing somebody from your life this month, or getting rid of a partner, or breaking up, a divorce, something like that, baby daddy drama, whatever it is. You could be dealing with like that type of situation, or a work situation. I just feel like you're not going to be happy as much as you really want to be, or you can be having like anxiety over someone you really love. Like this could be like somebody that's sick and you're taking care of them, or somebody who has an issue and you're the one who's doing all the work to bring back this person to their health, or just going through a mental state of mind where you're like, why does this always happen to me? Why does I always have to deal with this shit? And if everything's fine right now, it might not be fine by the end of this month. Like where you're gonna end up, you're gonna be suffering or worrying, or you're gonna be dealing with somebody that does. If you have like kids, one of your kids might get sick and it might burden your life, as far as like staying home from work, dealing with your child or something like that, or whoever you take care of, or if you're with somebody, a significant other, they might be going through some hard times, which also affects you. So in general, I see that things are not going to be that great. You might be disappointed. If you are arguing with somebody over someone else, try not to do that, because the argument isn't going to get you anywhere. It's going to be totally against what you thought, or what you want. Um, People around you might be making mistakes and it pisses you off, and you tell them about it, and then it causes an argument. You might be arguing with someone over someone, or you might be arguing with a man over a woman. So I wish I had better news for you in general, but it doesn't look that great. There's a lot of like mentality, thinking, overthinking, not sleeping well, um, not wanting to go to sleep because like you're not going to. But this could be like just basically feeling tired and feeling like exhausted and not getting enough rest. Hey Erica, how you doing? I don't know if you're going through anything right now, Quintella, but it doesn't look like it's gonna get better. If you're going through this type of situation right now, it's gonna stay that way. Like if you're like you're on a job hunt or something, you still might not find one this month, or you're gonna go through some type of disappointment. So I don't know if that's making sense to you, but it doesn't look good for a general reading as far as like the next month or so. Like this month in general, it's not going to be that great. Could be some sorrow, some tears, but it's saying, spirit's saying that you have to remove something from your life in order to get rid of this feeling. So they're saying like you have to remove it, you have to get rid of the old in order to bring in the new. And it's like they're saying you have to remove something in order to make it better. And if you don't remove this situation from your life, then it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay disappointment. It's going to stay, misery and worry. And I know sometimes you can do something because of the situations you are in. And I don't want you to put your personal life out here anyway, but spirit wants you to know that in order for you to have a better future and better opportunities and have things happen, you've got to remove certain things in order to make certain things come in the right way. So it depends totally on you how this month pans out. You either stick with the bullshit or you get rid of it. Let's see what we have for you in a love sense. Okay. Well, this is a little better. Thank God. I thought I was going to be giving you all bad shit, but that's good. All right. So your love life is a little better here. It could turn out to be that you might be invited or you might have an opportunity this month to be with somebody. This person is going to like approach you. They could be a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be. But this person's young, where this person's like your age, around that or younger, and they could like they have like this attraction towards you, and they might be texting you or calling you or wanting your digits and wanting to talk to you, and it's going to move in a fast pace. And if you already have somebody right now, it's going to get better. It's going to move forward. Um, but their acts might be getting in the way of them completely showing true commitment or true like dating you constantly or dating you over a period of time. This person is also trying to make changes and get more complete in their life. They're like burdened by their past relationships, and they have to end certain relationships in order to move forward and not have any more setbacks. And this also could be you. This also could be you getting getting this offer from this person, but you have to let go of the past, or maybe your ex is still lingering in your life and it's pissing you off. Try not to like feel like you have to be vengeful or you have to get back at somebody by going out with this person, because that's not going to work. It's just going to make things worse. But if you feel like you've lost your stability or you have setbacks, like just make sure you have to end certain things in order to move on. So what Spirit's saying here and what I see in the cards is, before you move on to this next person, make sure you've completely detached yourself from the past relationship, and make sure you don't say anything to anybody when you do start to date this new person in the future. Because if you do, they're gonna cause you setbacks. They might say, "Hey, girl, don't be doing that. Don't be doing with nobody. That person's this or this person's that." Make your own judgments of the person that comes towards you. If somebody says, "Hey, girl, don't be dealing with him. He's a player," just find out for yourself whether or not he's a player. Obviously, don't go 100%, right off the bat and then give him everything. That's not what I'm saying. But like, try not to let the outside affect anything. And I tell people this all the time. When you meet somebody new, I know everybody gets excited and you think it's going to go somewhere, or you really like the person, or they're really sexy or whatever. The best thing for you to do is not to say anything until it's concrete, you know? So that way, when it's concrete, you don't have to worry about it, because they can't fuck something up that's already concrete. But, just keep it to yourself. Obviously, you tell the people who you trust. That's all. But I do see that people from the outside might affect the way your life is right now and can be. But this person that's gonna approach you is attracted to you, so they're gonna ask you for your number, or if they already know you right now, if you're already dating, it can get better as time goes on, especially this month. But the main thing here in your love life is to leave the past alone. Don't go back to it. Don't reminisce on it, and don't compare the new person to the past person, even in a nice way. Just don't do it. Like, even if you say, "Oh, you're so much nicer than my ex," because that's gonna make the person say, "Fuck, here we go with the ex shit again." So this person just wants to offer you an opportunity, invite you to a party, invite you out to dinner or something. They're gonna advance towards you. They're gonna approach you. They're gonna, to them, you're appealing and you're attractive to them, and this person wants the challenge. They want the challenge of trying to get you you know, and get to know you. It might be like starting off slow, but it's gonna move, faster as time goes on. But just remember that you got to go through this change together. Because I think that he's going through some shit. You're going through some stuff. You guys have past issues that you have to resolve. But once you start to like communicate, the communication will get better and better. This person might have like a vengeful ex, so be aware of that. And he might tell you that, like, hey, so look, my ex is crazy or something like that. But yeah, that's what I see. But overall, this is telling me that you need to make changes. Now, I can tell you to make changes, and Spirit wants you to make changes. But if you don't want to make changes, that's up to you. You either stay where you are or you move forward. So the message here is you got to make it happen. Like you got to change the way you think, especially like bringing in your past into the future. Don't mix the present and the past. All right, Quintella. Like even if you feel like you've lost your stability, even if you feel like you've lost your stability a bit and you lost your oomph and your desire, I feel like you're gonna get it back, but you have to tell your mind, hey, look, I've been through some dumb shit, just like everybody else. Start writing down things on a paper about your good things in life. You're healthy if you are. You got a place to live, you got money, you got a job, you got kids, you got whatever is good in your life to you personally, write it down. And don't even write the bad things because that's not worthy to be in your mind. Just write the good things down so you keep focusing on the positive parts of your life. The negative parts of your life that you know about, leave that out of your mind so you don't dwell on it. Because that's what I think is the issue. Is it's all in here. And if you manipulate your mind to be positive, you'll forget about those negative things and then it won't bother you no more. But it takes a lot of courage to do so, and I know you can do it. I have faith that you will, and so does Spirit. Now, Lacey, what can I do for you, sweetheart? And after Lacey, I have Kits. Kits. All right, Lacey, you said a general, please. Sure, anything for you, sweetheart. Anything from my Lacey. You're welcome, Quintella. I hope that all made sense, and I hope that you figure it out. And remember to focus on the good things. Life's too short to be focusing on bullshit we can't change. And now it's the test of time. I know it's difficult. I know everybody's life is different. I can talk the way I can right now, but I don't know you and I don't know your life, and I don't want you to publicize it out here. But if you know deep down inside, you as a person have to change your mentality and be more positive, then that's what the reading's saying. That's what Spirit wants you to do. They want, like, I don't know if you believe in mediumship or spirits, that people that die, before you, like if you have, grandparents or parents, brothers, sisters, friends that have passed away, these people are telling me that you can do it, and then go forward. I'm talking to you now, Lacey. Yes, I know you're a medium. Okay, no problem, Quintella. She called me Market. See, I'm a Market now. See how my name is just like, You're welcome. No problem. Just keep focusing on yourself. You'll be fine. I don't know. You must be going to the market, I guess, cheating on me, you know. Yeah, kids, it happens. I smoked a lot of weed in my time too. That's why I stopped. Yeah, I know, right? All right. All right, Lacey, let's see what we have for you in general for this month. Let's see what we got. Ooh. You know, Lacey, there's a spirit here, like a blonde woman, and she's like, I see a blonde woman here in spirit, and she has like when she came through, like her chest was really tight, and it was almost like I got zapped in the chest. Um, this person might be very close to you or very significant to you. Ooh, could be kids, could be. All right. So Lacey, in general, what I see here is you could be dealing with a guy. This person is someone who um, can teach you a few things. This person's could be a businessman, lawyer, professional. This person is very considerate, generous. They could be talking to you a lot. This person is like trying to take responsibility, trying to be more, creative and nice and you know, just put themselves, in a better place for you. I think they're going to talk to you a lot. They're going to communicate with you a lot. They're going to make decisions about you and for you. I think the advancement will of them talking to you will be more and more and more as time goes on. But what I do get here, unfortunately, is you might argue with this person as well, or they might um, like cause conflict. Um, yeah, sure, Davik, no problem, bro. Um, you might have some desires that are not satisfied when it comes to this person, or they might switch. Like I feel like this person can have two different personalities. They can be really nice one day and switch up the next day when they don't get what they want. Or you could be dealing with, a nice person that you communicate with, and then a person from the past causes aggression and obstacles and competition. And this person from your past is someone who is an old friend or someone that, has expectations of things being cool again at one point. So the thing is here, there's like two different energies, two different people. And there's a lot of communication between you and both of these people. Um, and there's a lot of conflict as well. The communication could be good with one person and bad with another, or the communication could be bad and good with the same person because they flip flop. Their energy is like different. One day they're cool, one day they're not. They have like a I don't know. They have like a light switch on their fucking brain, and then one day they're like cool, and then one day they're not. He's a Pisces. Yeah, I got the King of Cups here. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So yeah, I got the King of Cups here. Yeah. It's weird because I think the person is very passionate and also emotional at the same time. It's like they have an emotional they have an emotional breakdown sometimes, or they might be going through another thing I get here is this person might be going through some bullshit. It might not be directed to you. It might not be directed to you, but I think they're nice to you, but they get mad at work or something like that, or they get mad at somebody they know and then tell you about it. You're like, wow, I don't want to get on this fucking person's bad side because they're ready to like go at me, or I don't want to get underneath his skin because look how he's acting. I thought this person was cool. Now you're flipping, changing, you're flipping, and you're going crazy. So you might see another side of this person, their more violent side, or their more like aggressive side. Yeah, yeah, like vice versa. Yeah, he is nice at work and psycho outside of work. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, but that's the thing. There's nothing to fear about. I just think that that's how it's gonna be with this person. He's very strong. Is strongly coming up here. The person is very passionate about what they know and about what they think they know, and they're just like looking at what they're doing and what they're saying, but they're like they don't give a fuck. I feel like they have an attitude where you don't want to see the other side of me, do you? You know? But you also could be like dealing with somebody from the past. You could reunite with a friend or reunite with somebody you haven't seen in a while. Um, and if that's not the case, you might have some um, your expectations are very favorable. Your expectations aren't fake. Your expectations are very real. You know, yeah, I don't blame. Um, the thing is when I look at this whole reading, it's just like you don't show up here. I think that you, I think that it's just that you're going to be dealing with people, and we all do, right? Right. But the thing is, like, as long as your expectations are real and favorable, and it's a hopeful outlook at the end of it all, and you're very hopeful and you want to make new alliances and new friends, it'll work. But make sure that you don't, like you said, don't put you're making head over heart decisions. Leave your heart with me. That's fine. That's all you got to do is leave your heart with me. And you can you can leave your head with somebody else, or keep your head. You know. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah. Yeah, I see new connections, and you know what else I see is you focusing on your family safety and family security. Um, yeah, exactly. Um, like don't be too kind, and don't exercise your generosity to people who don't deserve it. You know, don't be vulnerable and don't be like giving people the time of day. I know you're a wonderful, smart, friendly, beautiful person. I know you, right? And I know how you are. You're very welcoming, and that smile will make somebody like take advantage of you. And I know that's what's happened to you because it happens to everybody. It happens to people like us, right? But you have to realize that you have to keep that away from people. You have to like not try to be that person to everyone because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve to see that smile. They don't deserve to get your experience and your rewards of your experience. So spirit saying here, this person I saw in spirit, they're telling me that focus on your family, be the great mom you are. Don't be too kind, don't be vulnerable to these people, especially this guy, especially the Pisces guy. Don't be vulnerable to him. Don't be. He's gonna try to manipulate you with his kindness and general and try to be cool with you, but it's all a show. And this person is saying that your ancestors, your family, your friends, your home life will be better now than ever because it's what you need to really focus on. And don't, like it's saying, don't be too kind, don't be too generous, don't. That's not your job. Your job is to do that for your kids. And I see a lot of communication here in this next coming days, and you're going to enjoy the communication you have with people, and you're going to be able to be handling anything that comes your way. And you might be getting like messages from people that make you feel happy, messages of encouragement, messages of anything that you really want that makes you feel safe and more secure. But just know that spirit has your back 1,000,000%. Now, I think you have a lot of ancestors and family that are taking care of you and taking care of the situations around you. You have a friend coming to visit yeah. So there you go. Like I see an old friend having a reunion with you, and it's going to be very favorable. It's going to be very good. The outlook on that is fine. People making connections with you will be good. It's just that one person that's a little, crazy. But the main thing here is you have the help you need. You have the help you're gonna get from your ancestors, from spirit. I don't know who this blonde woman is, but she came in very strong, and she like zapped my chest. Like, I kind of felt like a real loss feeling from her. Like she's very sad. Um, so it could be somebody that you know. I don't know who it is, but I guess you do. But she has a lot of heartache. So she could have had a heart attack or something. Or she could have just had like a problem where she just like she gave me one of those fuck moments, She gave me one of those, oh shit, it's you. It's like you're here, type of thing. I kind of think that it's not so much she's sad, it's like how you get when you see somebody and your heart just like stops? That's what I got. That's the feeling I got from her. It's like a missing feeling, like she misses you, or I don't know, she must know you well, but it's like, you know, yeah, she seems like a person who uh, has been through a lot. She saw someone she thought was dead 2 weeks before passing. Oh, so you know who it is then? Yeah, and that's what I got. Like it's like she's like gave me that moment, like oh fuck, like that scared, fearful feeling. Like yeah, because like when I was shuffling the cards and I closed my eyes, like I saw the woman, and then she was like that, and then it gave me like it gave me like the feeling like oh fuck, like what the hell is that? What the hell is going on? Like who is this? Like I didn't know who it was, but I knew it was for you. Or she has like that feeling, but she's telling me that she's with your family members, your ancestors, and they've like for instance, yeah, that's my dog snoring in the background right here. It's not me doing any noises. As you can see, she's right here snoring like crazy. Um, yeah, and that's probably why I got the sudden, bang. Yeah, honestly, I think she had a heart attack or something. Because when I get that feeling in my chest, it's something to do with the heart. She could have just had a heart attack or a stroke or something. Because I got the heart feeling there, like of a feeling of like, it just stopped. Yeah, see, that's what it is then. But she's telling me that you have like a spirit army of ancestors that are all around you helping you. So you're good. It's just that um she's sad she's not around anymore. But I like if she doesn't have a lot of people in spirit for her, I think that your ancestors have helped her because of your friendship with her. She was in anguish of pain related then. Yeah, yeah. That sucks, man. But she came through like super quick there. Like I kind of see her like crying. Like she's talking to me. Yeah, she's like talking to me, but she's like crying at the same time, and like her face is like red, and she's like crying because she's trying to tell me like what's happening, but like she's just crying. Like I can see her crying, and her face is red, like she's upset. But the good thing is, and what she told me is that your ancestors are helping her. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. I know a lot of people that have passed away recently. My cousin passed away today. Actually, she's 82 years old, and I just saw her like maybe 2 weeks ago. Um, she got COVID on Christmas. She had COVID in Christmas. She went to the doctor. She went to the hospital. She was there for a month. She came out. She started driving the car again. I saw her at the grocery store like maybe 3 weeks ago. And then her daughter, my cousin, called, texted us today and said that she passed away. And my uncle told us earlier. She was 82. She lived a good life, but she's gone now too. Yeah, thanks, sweetheart. That's fine. She's my dad's first cousin, and her daughter like used to cut my hair. But yeah, she's she's with everybody else now. That's how I look at it. I don't look at death as a bad thing anymore because doing mediumship, I know that they're no longer in pain, but they are kind of like still in a transition. Like they all have to like find their way in spirit. So if you're like, just imagine if you die and there's no one in spirit that just imagine how difficult that is. So what you do is you relate back to earth. You come back to earth in spirit, and you never left really, but like you got to go back to the places that you're accepted, but they don't even know you're there unless they know as a medium. But it's fucked up because some people, I see how sad they are, and some people are super happy because they're with the people that they once were with. So it's different. So with this woman, I see that she's still going through the transition, especially if she passed away recently. So she's still going through the transition of getting used to being a spirit. And people can believe whatever they want and relate whatever they want, but that's what I believe because I see it with Oh, so she did pass away recently then, yeah, so that's what it is. She's still going through a transitional spiritual change. She'll be fine. She'll get there. Yeah, exactly. It is a reunion, and if she does know people there, they're trying to make her transition a little better. Hopefully she'll be okay, which I'm sure she will be. Kits, sweetheart, you can go ahead and ask your own questions. You're next. But yeah, we have to catch up, Lacey, at some time. And then we'll go from there and then we'll catch up and see what happens. But she passed on a new moon on Pisces, spiritual chair, warriors, full moon, Virgo, service to others. Yeah, see how it all pans out and all gets to the place it needs to go to. All that stuff is significant, You're welcome, sweetheart, and thank you too. I appreciate it. But you can also help her transition by being positive for her, by talking to her in spirit, and that'll be fine. Yeah, it's all beautiful. You'll be there one day enjoying spirit world with her, and she'll be already in the spirit world getting it all prepared for you. That's how it works. I believe that very, very, very strongly. And I know when I pass away and go into spirit, I'm good to go. My transition will be great. All right, let me check, kids. He said, were pyramids in the background that happened? Is there something about my past life or something? Should I know? You too, Lacey. It was great seeing you, sweetheart. It was nice catching up. All right, kids, let's check. All right, so kids, what you need to know is that whole thing, that whole past life stuff is what I got here is it's to do with past relationships, past things. It's to do with endings, beginnings, friendships, and making plans and being frustrated and interference by people as well. And that's the thing. As far as that situation, it's saying that it's all to do with interference from people and them interfering to make sure your life wasn't the way it's supposed to be or is the way it is now. So there's like a failure to meet your past life into this transition. There's still people interfering. There's still interference with other people. There's still a slow moving, it's partially changing as time goes on. And there's gonna be more obstacles, there's gonna be more setbacks. But it's saying to The only way the transition is going and the past life stuff is going to get better is if you yourself have more faith and more loyalty in yourself and be the trusted person. Don't be the person that's not trusted. Be the person that is trusted. Be the person that's consistent. Keep doing what you have to do. If you meet somebody and they're a stranger, have good intentions for them. Don't judge them and think that everybody's bad or everybody's good. Um, be the person who gives good news, important news. Be the person that you need to be. So that way the interference is not so much, a factor. If you feel like stuck and you can't go anywhere, it's this is like the transition that you're gonna have to go through because of interference from others. And the reason you're having these stuff is because of I don't really I believe in past lives, and I think we all had one at one point. Right. The transition is going. You're going through the transition, but it's going to be a slow process. It's going to be a slow moving process. It's going to be, things are going to change slowly. It's going to change, but it's going to change slowly. But there's going to always be interference by others, like how there has been, like how you say these guys interfere, people are interfering, people are always trying to get at you. It's the reason for that is because of this transition, and they're trying to make you look bad, like how we already discussed. Like they know you're a person of consistency and intention, good intentions, and you're trustworthy, and you do what you have to do. You're faithful and loyal to the things that you need to be faithful and loyal to. But there's still going to be like people out there that's going to make you feel like you failed, so you don't meet the task, you don't meet the test. So this is the transition you're going through now, which you've already discussed, and this comes from that past life setting and seeing things like that and stuff like that. But that's just like telling you that it can be changed, it can be worked on. And you just have, like, even though you're living in suspense and there's some delays and things are not going the way you might want to, as far as like, finances and things like that and relationships, it's all a part of the process. The main thing is saying to be yourself and be who you are and don't change. You don't have to change for others. Others should be not wanting to be in your energy because you don't want to change. People are trying to change you, don't allow it. Yeah. People are trying to change you, don't allow it. I don't know. I don't really see things like that. But we're all slaves right now. We're all slaves to the government. That's why people always talk about slavery back then. We're still slaves now. We still have to be the government slaves, the politician slaves. We have to be the rich people slaves, because that's who we really are. We're a slave to the system. It's never going to end, you know. And the people before us, they had it worse than us. But, it's just the way it is. I think that people dwell too much on what's happened, and um, they don't realize that there's so much more to life than dwelling on those things. Yeah. Hey, sugar, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. But that's the thing. If we do what we have to do, then we can put up our middle finger and say F the government and F this person. Because that's why the cards came out the way it did for you just now. It's saying you got to keep being that consistent person. Keep being the person who's trustworthy and loyal, because that's what I keep telling people every day. I'm very trustworthy and consistent as much as I can be, but there's always going to be the outside interference. And that's why there's like-minded people in here. I feel like most of the people that come in here have the same feeling, that they're always being pinned and targeted, and they feel like, why am I being targeted? What the fuck did I do to you? I'm so nice, I'm good, I'm consistent, I'm loyal, I'm trustworthy. So why are you picking on me for? But the devil has to work on us. You see? Because he doesn't want us to be that way. We all are. Everyone is targeted by someone. There's no way in hell you can go through life and just have nobody target you. There's always going to be somebody. Oh, I'm sure you are, Davik. I'm sure you are. It's just a part of life. And that's why, yes, our past life is something to think about, but it's not something that we should be dwelling on, in my opinion. At the end of the day, we got to live in the present time. We have to live in the present time. And I had to learn that the hard way. I used to dwell on the past too much, and I used to think about what people say. It's just like, the past couple years with COVID, Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, all of these groups are trying to like win everybody over and make everybody feel like you have to donate to us. You have to worship us. You have to do what we want. You have to do what we say. Religion, Satan, God, people, it's all a big thing. Like, but if you, it's all agendas. Exactly. That's the word. Right. And if we listen to that and cling ourselves to those things, then we don't become the person who we really are. We need to be us. Who fucking cares about those people and what they're saying and what they're doing? It's nothing to do with us. And people will sit here and say, Mark, it is. No, it isn't. It's nothing to do with me. This is things that people invent so we can be a part of. We don't have to be a part of nothing. The only thing we have to do is take care of us. Self-love, self-care, self-reliance. We have to make sure what's best for us and our family, our kids, our job, our life, our business. Who cares about all these agendas and all these groups? It's nothing to do with me. And it might not be nothing to do with you. But if you want to be a part of that group, so be it. I'm not going to judge you. I really don't care. But me, personally, I'm not going to be a part of none of that shit. I'm a part of God, and that's it. That's the group I'm a part of. I'm on God's team, and I'm going to stay there forever. You ain't going to convert me to your bullshit. I treat everyone equal. That's it. Simple. Fuck that. I don't deal with none of that politics and politics. I don't give a shit about none of that stuff. The government ain't never done shit for me. And the government ain't gonna do shit for you too. They just take our money and laugh at us and get rich. But guess what? They all die too. And they don't go to heaven. They go to hell where they belong. Hell is full right now. Trust me, that's a bottomless pit, and it's getting full. So a lot of people going down and going up. You know how an elevator goes up and the elevator comes back down? You can't, what goes up must come down, right? A lot of things are going down. Okay, sure, I'll check. But yeah, try not to dwell on that past life stuff. I tell people try not to dwell on that because you're never going to really know. I mean, I can't say you never really know, but like people can tell you, you can go to 10 different psychics and they can tell you 10 different past lives you had. You was probably an Egyptian. You could have been a slave. You could have been a doctor. You could have been a lawyer. People are going to confuse you. But the best thing that you know is the present. I think people in this world concentrate too much about what happened back then. We don't even know what happened back then. We only know what's in our lifetime and the lifetime of the people who told us stories or the truth. We can only go back so far. And what happened like 400 or 500 years ago has nothing to do with me. And it shouldn't be nothing to do with anybody. Everybody needs to focus on the present so we can fix this shitty, fucked up world we live in today. That should be everybody's focus. Our focus should never be the past and the last 200-300 years. Fuck that. We need to make sure the next 100 years in this world is better for our generation and our kids, our family, our nephews and nieces and our people, us, so we can live the next 20 years in peace. But in order to do that, we have to fight so much harder now because the world is so much tarnished from all these evil bullshit agendas. And ever since the internet was a thing and social media was a thing, that's when this world got all fucked up. And that's the facts. But like everything else in the world, I can have a 6-pack of beer. I know if I have more than 2, I'm going to be drunk. If I have all 6, I might be going to the hospital to pump out my stomach because I'm not a drinker. Right? So I can have 6 beers in front of me, but if I abuse it, I'm going to get drunk, or I'm going to pass out, or I'm going to hospital. Right? So it's just like social media. If you abuse it, it's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your world. Everything is okay until you abuse it. If you abuse it, it's your fault. That's it. It's simple. We are our own worst enemy, and that's the fact. If we go on social media and use it for bad shit's gonna happen. If we use it for good shit's gonna happen. Same thing with a beer, with a bottle of wine, same thing with a person, a job, whatever it is. If you use it, don't abuse it. If you abuse it, you'll lose it. I know I'm not a rapper. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter, really. Honestly, like I just can't deal with people these days. I can't deal with all this bullshit I see on TV. I don't even watch the news. Today, I was in my car and the news came on and I turned it up just to get like an update. See what's going on. I was like, let me listen to the news for once in my life. And it was all bullshit over and over and over. There's a school shutting down to get renovated because it's too old. The government spending more money on the roads, fixing the roads. The government this, the government that. Oh, it's 5%. 5%. We've gained 5% on our economy. And then the following week is, we lost 3% on our economy. Like, you ain't got nothing else better to talk about? You ain't got no positive shit today? I don't want to hear it. I just turned the radio off. I just started listening to music. I ain't got the time to listen to this fucking bullshit. That's why I don't listen to the news, and I don't even have my TV on nowhere near the news because I don't want to listen to that shit. There's nothing to do with me. If I block that shit out and live my life, I'm happy. I pay my bills, and that's all that matters. I'll pay my fucking bills because I have no choice. I don't want to go to jail. So I pay my bills and I do what I have to do. Eat, sleep, and shit and work. It's simple. Okay. I think things are going to get better for you by the end of the month. And once again, kids, I get that people are going to try and trick you. There's a man who's going to try and trick you, try and con you, try and swindle you into believing things. They want to try and get you at your weakest point, or trying to make you petty, or trying to make you lose your faith, or like be tempted. They're trying to tempt you to do something that will cause indifference and cause problems. Just be aware that this person is trying to make you look bad. They're trying to tempt you to do the wrong thing so they can, catch you out or make you sick or make you look like weak and, abuse their power. So on a good note, I get that you should be getting. There's also like a person that's going to be kind to you, show their gratification. You might get if you need a favor, this person will give you a favor, especially if it's something to do with money. You might be offered more money soon. By the end of the month, you might be offered more money, whether this is at your job. If you have, obviously, you do have a male boss because you told me you work all around men. So it looks like you're one of the men there are going to offer you more money or like tell you that they're going to give you some type of gain. They're going to give you something, whether it's a gift or whether it's more money, in a salary, something like that. There's a man who's going to be kind to you and show their gratification, whether it's through gifts, material gain, or some type of like money type of situation. They might give you a raise, or they might, give you something where you're going to be very happy with that. So that's a good thing. There's also, I think this is your son because I got a young boy, a young man, and he's very mature and responsible. He can be very reliable. He's going to be patient with you, also persistent. Looks like he's very dependable and capable of organizing things and doing what he has to do. So I always see good things around your son. So that's a good thing. I think he's going to be significant again in your life this month. And he could be showing you, like, hey, mom, just have patience. We'll get this done. We'll do this. We'll be able to do this task. I'll help you. He'll be able to help you conclude things and get things and do what he has to do. So I would say, watch out for a guy who wants to swindle and talk shit and trick you and deceive you. He's going to try and get you to be weak and to be tempted. There's also a guy there's also a man who's going to show you gratification, give you a gift. If it's not a gift, it's some type of money that, you're going to receive. This guy is a younger guy. I think it's, how you have the young guy and the old guy that's bothering you at work. I think the young guy is going to try one more time to aggravate you and tempt you. So don't be surprised when a young guy tries to tempt you or aggravate you again. If he already hasn't done it recently, he's going to try and do it again this next coming days. The older guy, I don't see him here. Yeah, the young guy is still trying to get you to succumb to the temptation. And this also could be him trying to like manipulate you with money. So if this person's trying to offer you money, then this could be him like offering you money. And if he isn't offering you money, he's going like another person will like obviously give you money. I told him, and he got mad. Oh, really? See, there you go. He's gonna bother you some more. This young guy. Yeah, I can see he's upset. So that's why I got the young guy here. He's gonna continue to annoy you, or he might like try and get one up on you in the future. But I would say don't worry about him. Yeah, don't pay him any mind. He's gonna try to like tempt you to talk to him or tempt you to like say something to him, or he's gonna try and tempt you to like retaliate or say something to you, something to that effect. So just be aware of him. I know you're smart enough to deal with his dumb ass, but he might do some, he might try again to tempt you to make you like snap or make you like look petty or make you look like you're bad. Because people that can get to you, they'll try to get inside of you and make you mad. But otherwise, that looks like you'll get a favor if you want it. If you need a favor, you'll get a favor. If this isn't a favor, like I said, it's some type of like raise, or your boss might say, hey, look, you've been doing a lot of things around here. We're gonna give you a raise, or they might give you a gift of appreciation or something. Something to that effect. It looks good though. Like I said, your son is very relevant in your life this month. Could be helping you out, or he could be like getting, you know, something good. Yeah, so if you're applying for this job, you might be getting this offer, this favor, this, this new job where you get more money. So it looks good. Yeah. Yeah. So if your boss hears about you trying to leave, he might offer you more money. So it's definitely a man offering you a money, job, or something good. So it looks good though. It looks good. I don't see nothing bad. Anything that bad I see is the young guys still trying to be stupid. Yeah, but it's the reason why, because you're consistent and you come to work every day and you do what you have to do. Like I told you before, they just need somebody consistent. See, the men before you or the person before you that did the job probably never did it as good as you did, and that's a good thing. You got to have your boss's balls in your hands at times. I always did. I earned my bosses. I showed them like, you may be my boss, but I fucking know more than your dumbass. Customers come to me. Yeah, see? Well, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's the key is to be loyal, be faithful, be trustworthy, because that gets you a long way. Like a guy told me last year, he said, your reputation is built in years and lost in minutes just by fucking up that once. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. But hey, it's the way it is. It's life. But anyway, sweetheart, let me get out of here. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go work tomorrow at 9:30. Gotta go see a job tomorrow. I didn't want to because I'm off on Saturdays. I'm not actually working tomorrow. I'm gonna go see a job so I can do the job next week. But I have to be there at 9:30, 9:30, 10. It's already 1:13 in the morning here, so I'm gonna go get in my bed and I'm gonna be up at, I'm gonna be up. It's like a half hour, like 25-minute half hour drive from here that I have to go see the job. It's not gonna take me long, but I just have to go up there. I have to get up early and go. But it's all good. It's work. It's work that I know I'm gonna get. I just have to go analyze it first, get everything I need so I can go do it on Monday. Yes, I'm an hour ahead. Yeah, I'm in the future. Anyway, kids, have a great weekend. I'll be on here tomorrow. I'm sure you'll see me, but I'll be here tomorrow. And enjoy your weekend. Take it easy. Stay away from that creep, and you'll be good. I see some good positive news for you. You'll be fine. Just keep staying positive, sweetheart. Just keep looking at the up and just keep looking at the positive things, and you'll be fine. All right. There's always going to be people trying to get us. We just can't let them get us. Thanks, sweetie. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow.